51 years ago today, the Beatles released their 8th studio album, the experimental Sgt Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
I read the news today,
The record is considered an early example of a concept album, where each individual track contributes to the broader message of the entire album. In this instance, encouraged by Paul McCartney, the band wrote their music under the guise of an alter ego. And you now know them as... From stomping Edwardian military numbers to ethereal, let's be honest, LSD-induced ballads, the album was an exploration into psychedelia, a new sonic territory for the band. It was also the first album to follow the group's retirement from live performances. This gave them the freedom to experiment with writing and recording techniques which, at the time, could not be achieved in front of a live audience. Things like tape speed manipulation, layered sound effects, and the use of early synths like the mellotron, which resulted in stuff like this. Peppers was weird, and it worked. The album instantly hit #1 in Australia, Canada, the US, the UK, and other parts of Europe. In the 5 years leading up to Sgt Pepper's, the Beatles had released 7 albums and a bunch of singles and A-sides. And while they all pushed pop forward with their extreme musicality, Peppers marked the start of a much more aggressively experimental approach to songwriting and mastering. Along with the Beach Boys' Pet Sounds, the world began to see more albums featuring unusual and sometimes orchestral soundscapes. And the influence is clear in the work of bands like Panic at the Disco, Kasabian, and Lady Gaga, who has been public about her deep love of the Beatles and is also a great example of the way that pop music and art can come together.